Hi, I'm Todd, the owner of Dakota Angler here in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, with this week's 2-minute fishing report. Well, folks, despite the little bit of wet weather on Sunday, this past 7 days weather hasn't been too bad. A little bit cool for this time of year, but honestly, if you don't mind, the fish don't mind, and at the same time, a lot of people have had quite a bit of luck. Whether or not you're talking up in the northeast or the southeastern lakes, guys have been coming away with some really nice fish. As far as the Missouri River is concerned, guys are doing really well, especially you go north of Fort Thompson, but even down in the Platte areas, guys are catching a lot of nice fish, a little bit skinnier fish, but still nice quality fish. And then up in the northeastern part of the state, lakes that produced walleyes the past week included Wabae, Bitter, Opitz, North and South Rush, Reeds, Lynn, Enemy Swim, Hazelton, Dry Lake by Clark, as well as a few being caught at Compeska. And also down the southeastern part of the state, lakes that produce walleyes included Ponset, 81 Ponds, Dry Lake by Willow Lake, Thompson, Sinai, Island, Beaver, Madison, as well as Brant. Now, what have guys been doing? A lot of the guys are still using live bait. It seems like now this time of year, especially with the warmer weather coming up ahead, things going to be switching over from a minnow bite to a crawler bite, but it seems like it's in that transition time right now. A lot of guys are pulling spinners with leeches and crawlers. Also, a lot of guys now are also transitioning into pulling plugs. So those two presentations seem to be doing the best, but again, don't forget about the shallows. Casting jigs and live bait or jigs and plastic in the shallows have worked the past week as well. Then as far as the crappie bite is concerned, it's kind of tapered off a little bit with the cooler weather, but guys are still catching a few nice crappies at Ponset, Thompson, as well as Brant. And bluegills have been a little bit off, but a few being caught up at Enemy Swim. In this week's version of Todd's Tackle Tips, we're going to talk about crawler harnesses and crawler presentations. And the reason why is because, as I mentioned in the report section, a lot of people now are transitioning away from minnows into using crawlers, which you would expect this time of year as the weather warms. But again, as I mentioned, the traditional way to use crawlers is bottom bouncing with crawler harnesses, the 2-hook traditional crawler harnesses that will have beads and blades on it. You can also long line it. But then another crawler presentation that has really gained a lot of steam through the years has been the slow death presentation. You can use it with the traditional, just the Snell and the slow death hook, or you can put some beads and some Max Smiley blades on there, or the small prop. There's different presentations that you can use with the slow death. And the thing about the slow death is that what you want to do is you want to use half a crawler, a very small portion of the crawler, feed that up past the eyelet of the hook, and have a little tail of the crawler just sticking off the back of that hook, and then troll at less than 2 miles an hour, and that crawler will sit there and rotate. And that presentation has been proven to be deadly, especially this time of year. So again, if you've never seen the slow death presentation, stop on by here at the store. We have a number of different companies that have those types of Snells ready for you to use. The other thing is, you don't always have to use live crawlers, even though obviously I prefer it. There is some companies such as Northland and also Berkeley that have produced imitation crawlers that you can use with the slow death presentation. So again, stop on by and take a look at what we have to offer when it comes to slow death. Now it's time to take a look at a few photos that you sent in to me this past week. And remember, folks, if you'd like your photo included in next week's version of the 2-minute fishing report, please send it to me. Send it to Todd at DakotaAngler.com or post it to our Facebook wall. And if I use your photo, your name will be entered into a monthly drawing for a $25 gift certificate. And folks, before we end this week's report, I want to remind you of our weekly hot buy specials that we have going on here at the store as well as online. And you can go to our website at DakotaAngler.com and take advantage of the great deals each week on our hot buys. And this week we're going to have $1 off on all Salmo lures. That includes the bullheads, free divers, hornets, you name it. $1 off each of the Salmo plugs. So take advantage of it here at the store or online. And to do it online, you use the code word Salmo at the checkout. If you have any questions, give us a call at 605-336-9132. And before I end, reminder that we also have flats of crawlers, pounds of leeches, and then also we have a supply of waxworms if you're looking to go after some of those crappies and perch out across eastern South Dakota. Well, folks, that's this week's version of the 2-minute fishing report. For Dakota Angler, I'm the owner, Todd, and as we say around here, fish on! We'll see you next time, and again, thanks for watching.